many other people within the company. If you begin to pull in finance data or whatnot. So what in the initial stages, what we're trying to do is just limit access. So you don't roll these things out mass scale. From banking perspective, one of the ways we're using big data technologies is to really ask a series of questions. What are the ways a company can generate revenues? And what can be the marketing strategies that the company should be developing, right? So if you look at these two questions, you need to look at massive amounts of data, try to correlate it, develop models, analyze it, and then you may or may not get the answers, right? So again, to go back to the question of who's controlling it, how do we control access to it? We just keep that access limited to very limited number of people and don't roll it out at a massive.
So to put it in the perspective of the folks here, right? I mean, I think Brother Umar kind of summarized it. There are more than enough jobs out there. I don't think that what you're doing today, what you are trained for, is going to take you to the next level, right? So think about the data that's getting generated, how to become a data scientist, right? And again, information security is huge, right? Risk management is huge these days. We talk about anti-money laundering in the financial services industry. I mean, these things, this is where when we look at our companies, and I know what about you guys, the job postings that come out, it's either AML, it's compliance, it's risk management. Half of the jobs are in those areas, right? So it's not that you have to be a traditional technologist to continue your career. If you really want to expand into some people's question here about how do I get more money, you don't have to ask your manager. Go do something else within the company. Companies like Citi and other, they're so huge. People ask me, why am I still with Citi for 12 years? You know why? Because it's like I can go anywhere I want. Every 3 years I can change a job, right? So think about what the gentlemen here are saying. Right? Don't just lock yourself into who you are, what you've been doing, and what you are trained to do. There are other skills out there that are getting generated because of the magnitude of change that's out there and the volume of data that's being created, and the companies are really dying to get hands on the data so they can market to you, right? So there's a hand in the back. I think there's a family question. That's a whole family. Now, husband and wife, I guess. Am I assuming? Are you guys husband and wife?
Yes.
You are?
Yes, we are.
All right, so don't fight here, right? Let's go home.
No, we don't. No.
All right, go ahead, sister.
Okay, so I'm Really, I'm Sadia. I have 4 questions. I will keep them very short. I would really appreciate if you ask.
If you don't want to eat, then we gotta go home. And your mom's gonna take us out of here at 1 o'clock.
4 really short. No, 4 questions. Really short. I'm not gonna go on forever.
So
I'm gonna ask 4 short questions. How can one start a career in data science? Or be a data scientist?
So let me triage that first. Hold on.
Okay, my second question is related to it. So I've done some research. I came up with 2 options. Rutgers University, Columbia, Stanford, they all have data science masters. That's one path. The other is go for MOCCs, which are like open certificate courses. Stanford.
Are you answering your own question?
No. So there are 2 ways to go into the data science career. One is go to the regular full-time master's degree and whatsoever. The other is go for the open courses, like certificate courses. They are offered by Stanford University. Coursera is a website, Udacity and edX. I'm confused between the 2. Which one is a better option? Because I don't know. I've never been a data scientist before. This is the first time I'm trying to learn. So which one do you think is a better option?
So I have the gentleman here who's also a self-claimed scientist, and he's passionate about what it is.
Actually, just a few weeks ago, one of a very close friend of mine asked me the same question. He is going through a reorg and has lost his job. And he was a traditional IT project manager. And very close friend for almost 13, 14 years. And he asked me the same question. I mean, I play myself, Brother Umar, and we all are almost some level of data scientists here. But he asked the same question. I want to get into the data science world. I recommended to him 6 courses in Coursera. So I work for Ernst & Young. Ernst & Young actually partners with Coursera to train our own data scientists within our consulting practices. So 6 courses, at the end of 6 courses there is a Blackstone project, right? I can guarantee you, this friend of mine, he did that 6 courses over a period of 8 weeks. He's got at least 3 job offers right now as a junior data scientist in the analytics space. So I highly recommend you to take those 6 courses. I mean, I'm here on the floor during the lunch. You can come to me and ask me those 6 courses. I can guarantee you'll have at least 1 job offer after those 6 courses. That Blackstone project or Capstone project is a very difficult project. Not many people pass that project, but you've got to take those 6 courses to pass those Capstone project. It's a very self-doing project. You cannot ask for any help. It's almost like a real-world project. But once you pass that Capstone project, you get certified data scientist from Coursera, and that you can use to apply. Because as Brother Umar mentioned, there's so many jobs out there. I cannot hire a data scientist who's got 10 years of work experience, because data scientist as a concept did not evolve 10 years ago. So I've got to look for people who are new in this field, who are fresh in this field, but have some data knowledge from the past. Those 6 courses will really help you.
So the follow-up here, and a great idea, Brother Mugan, that Brother Abid will send out, maybe just post it on the Facebook page, right? Links to those things.
I would like to add.
Can we go to the next question? We just have 2 more minutes. I want to wrap it up, and then we can do. Sorry, sister, different person. Gentleman in the middle, the last question, and then you'll have ample opportunity to ask individual questions the next half hour when we have a heavy lunch.
My name is Pastor Ansari. I'm owner of a small business IT consulting firm. Great event. Thank you for putting this together. My question, actually, comment is to follow up on this. We are people with so much background, with different skills and stuff. Can we get a group together where all of us can put our bios and get help or get some type of follow-ups with key people in our group? You know?
If all of you apply for matrimonial to get married, give me your bio. If you look for a job, give it to them, please.
From the professional perspective, not from the marriage.
That's what I suggest is, brother, is a great idea, right? Why don't you join CAP? We're looking for volunteers, we're looking for people to come join us.
So if you could put that as a public thing so that everyone knows, I didn't know about that, but if you could put that there.
Right, yeah, we'll create a LinkedIn group for this gang as well, for the people who registered. If you didn't register, please go on Facebook and put your name and address. We'll create a link to the group here, right? So with that, before there's food that started to come in. We have about a half hour to really mingle and get to know each other and ask questions. These panelists are here. There are some panelists from the previous panel as well. But before we wrap this session up, I do want to thank all the panelists and especially thank all of you who showed great interest in coming out here. I hope you got the value. The team here is thinking about doing and running these types of sessions almost quarterly with different themes. So do stay on the lookout. And as I said, right, I'm part of the EFG as well. For those of you who didn't hear, it's just the Chanda committee, right? So, and you know that we built a great school out here. We are looking to expand that. We are looking to really renovate the masjid, expand the masjid, improve the facilities, and it doesn't come from anywhere. The money doesn't come from anywhere but this community, right? So I see a lot of new faces here. Hopefully you are from the community and will get engaged. And with that in mind, right, we do take cash, check, credit cards, but at the same time, there's a terminal here. It's by a company called Mohit. And I'll let Danish really quickly give you a quick rundown on what this is, and he has another message for you as well. Right,
Assalamu alaikum. This is just the tablet where you can use the credit card to make any kind of donations. But I would love to take your 2 minutes and put a little bit different perspective on this event. The question is, I see a wonderful gathering in this room, skills, strength, but I have a question. Other than you and your employer, who need your skills? jobs. Who need your skills? Right? This is just the IT skills. Don't undervalue your skills, but ask your question. Other than you, your employer, who need your skills? Right? Think about it. There are tons of non-profit organizations, ISCJ, there are many other massages in the area. Think about this, they are going to need your skills. We in the IT business, we know how the business works, and behind every successful company, there is a dedicated team of IT resources who make that company run. Right? Now, who is going to run our institutions? Do you think making the buildings and the infrastructure is enough to sustain an institution? We need to invest our IT resources behind the institutions, behind the Islamic institutions, the masajid, and the Islamic centers, so that they become strong, they flourish, and the community, and everybody flourishes with that. So please keep this in mind that, as Brother Amir said, give your donations. But more importantly, what you can do for the community is giving your IT skills. There are tons of projects that we are running at ISCJ and every other past. So please think about it. Think what you can do with your skills. You don't have to even learn new skills. With your skills, there are tons of things that we can do. Please think about it. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Danish. All right, folks, with that, again, Armagan, Naveed, Omar, Farooq, thank you so much for your time. As I said, we'll do more events. Do stay on the lookout. We are here till another about 1 o'clock or so before the dance call. Food's here. Let's enjoy, and thank you for everybody coming out.